oh, when I was your age, I got paid $15 an hour just like you, and I owned a home by the end of the year. Listen to me when I tell you this. If I made what $31,200 was, if I made how much that was worth back in the 70s today, do you know how much I would be making accounting for inflation? Is it $80,000? $90,000? $100,000? You know, reasonable inflation rates, right? I will actually show you how much I would be making today if I made that. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be making over $250,000 a year. That's how much money you were making back then. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I have to live in a trailer because I can't afford anything else. Shut up. You are so out of touch.
I'm Vana, and welcome back to Rebel HQ. As that TikTok user pointed out, homeownership simply isn't an option for many millennials and Gen Zers in America. The average salary for a Gen Z worker is only $32,000 a year, which equals out to about $15 an hour. And when you're living paycheck to paycheck and barely making enough money to get by, that creates a massive obstacle to overcome in order to purchase a house.
A couple of years ago, we fought to raise the minimum wage to $15 as a result of inflation in real dollars. That should be at least $17 right now. Here's the bottom line. You got over 60% of the people in this country living paycheck to paycheck. Tens of millions are working at starvation wages. It is not too much to ask in the wealthiest country on earth where we have massive income and wealth inequality, people on top doing phenomenally well, to say that in America, if you're working 40 hours a week, you're not living in poverty. $14 an hour is not going to do it. We got to raise the minimum wage to a higher level than that, and I'll do my best to make sure that happens.
And millennials and Gen Zers are also facing unique issues that prevent them from home ownership. One of those issues is student debt.
It is hard for anyone to get into a home right now, but if you're a millennial and you're carrying student debt, it is additionally challenging. If you're a young professional who has debt, even if you have saved up for a good down payment, you have a good credit score and a good income, if you're carrying debt, many lenders just won't work with you right now. And many people are worried it means that an entire generation is going to get shut out of the American dream.
The median age of first-time home ownership in the United States has increased to age 33, which is the highest it's ever been since they started keeping records in 1981. The median age of all home buyers also drastically increased to age 47, which is a huge difference between the age 31 median that we saw in 1981. And if we break down the percentages of young people who live in a home that they or their partner own by generation, it looks even more grim.
If you take a look at this next graph, at the ages of 25 to 34, 27% of millennials lived in a home they or their partner owned, just 27%. Now, 40% of Gen Xers between 25 and 34 lived in a home that they or their partner owned. And approximately 45% of baby boomers and silent generation individuals lived in a home that they or their partner owned when they were between the ages of 25 and 34. So you guys are getting the point here, right? Far fewer millennials have been able to own a home. And when you live in a society where really the only means of accumulating wealth or building wealth for yourself is parking your money in a home or a property, well, you're at a significant disadvantage.
So boomers, please stop telling us that we're just not working hard enough. Please stop telling us how easy it was for you to buy a home, because things have changed. We're not making as much money. And for many young people, homeownership simply isn't an option.